Welcome to the Warframe Weapon Encyclopedia, where today we're checking out the Cernos. You can get the blueprint for Cernos from the market, and it's definitely on the cheaper side of things. It doesn't really require anything too difficult to get. Now, the Cernos is a Mastery Rank 6 bow that does primarily impact damage with only a little bit of puncture and slash on the side. And it also comes with very high crit chance, decent status, though relatively low charge rate or fire rate. Now, it is a bow, so the arrows you fire, of course, have travel time, and they will arc downwards over time, though they don't arc too much, so you have to be firing at things that are very far away to actually notice it. You can also release the arrows at any time. You don't have to charge the bow all the way, though if you don't charge the bow all the way, the damage is going to be significantly weaker. And finally, the Cernos can also use the bow and crossbow exclusive Thunderbolt, which gives your arrows a 30% chance to explode on hit. Now, when it comes to the bow, the best way to utilize the Cernos, in my opinion, would be with something like this, where you invest heavily into crit with some additional crit chance from Argent Scope, and then you go with Hunter Munitions and Viral. Or alternatively, you can replace Argent Scope with bladed rounds for more crit damage, or even something like Hammer Shot so you get crit damage and more status. Now, while this setup relies primarily on the slash damage from Hunter Munitions to do big damage, it actually has a decent amount of upfront damage as well. So even if you don't get lucky with Hunter Munitions and you don't get any slash procs, it should only take a few arrows to take down even some of the toughest enemies in the game. Which also means that the bow feels pretty good in lower level content, so anything below sortie level, because it will pretty much just one-shot everything. Now, I also want to share a bit of a meme build for the Cernos, where we run split flights with Thunderbolt, so we get a ton of multi-shot, we sometimes get our arrows to explode, but we have no accuracy, basically treating the Cernos kind of like a shotgun. This is very much a low-level kind of thing, because Thunderbolt doesn't scale with anything, so the damage is pretty low, but it's a kind of a fun setup that you can try if you ever get bored. Now, out of all the Cernos bows, of which there are 5, there's the Cernos, Cernos Prime, Mutalised Cernos, Proboscis Cernos, and the Rakta Cernos. I think I like this one the least, because it doesn't really have anything going for it, and I don't think it's necessarily worth picking up. Honestly, if you're looking for a good bow with no gimmicks, just a good bow, you can just farm the Stalker and try and get the Dread, which is basically the Cernos, except it does slash damage, which is infinitely better, it has more crit, it has more status, and you can get a Mastery Rank 5, though it's much more difficult to get because you need to farm the Stalker instead of just getting the blueprint from the market. So unfortunately, this one is gonna be a no from me. It is a decent weapon, and if you like the look of it, of course go for it, but as far as bows are concerned, it's definitely not one of the better ones. And that is pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching as always, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it and found it helpful, and I will see you some other time. Bye bye.